Good evening. I'm Tom Sullivan, running for New York State Senate here in District 15 in Queens. I want everybody to know that this year you have a distinct choice of candidates. You have a career politician for over 18 years, or you have myself, who has served this country for 28 years in the Army Reserves, been a financial professional for 27 years, and a small business owner, a restaurant, for 10 years, and trying to help a 82-year-old family business to the next generation. That's your choice this year, folks. I hope you give me fair consideration, and thanks so much.
I've been president of my civic associations. I've helped out with my kids' school, been on the parish council, been on the 100 precinct council. So I have a history of helping and serving the community. I think this is the next step, logical step for me to do, is to help out the community to become a judge. And I hope you vote for me. If you have any questions, I'll be here. You can ask me separately, and I'll be more than willing to talk.
As your borough president, I would be the person that would stop that. You cannot expect to have the Rikers Island closed, defund the police, bring homeless shelters and halfway houses into communities and expect the crime to lower. No, it's going to rise. So like you, I will say no to the closing of Rikers. No to violent criminals being in our communities. They need to be back on Rikers Island where they belong. No to halfway houses, homeless shelters, community prisons, things that they want to do to destroy our public safety, because without public safety, we have nothing.
I'm very, very much a supporter of the NYPD, the FDNY, public school education, and nurses, which is how we should all be. We support those who educate our children and those who protect us every day, so that way we can leave behind a safe and healthy world for our children. Some of the first things that I'll do when I'm elected as your assemblyman is basically knock down a lot of the bills that are being introduced as we speak, in particular by the current incumbent, Stacey Amato. One in particular is to reject a bill which is to prevent the NYPD from using facial recognition technology during the course of an investigation, which, as I'm sure most of you would agree with, may or may not be pretty essential when everybody's walking around with masks on. Another would be the reduction of age to vote, 18 down to 16. Doesn't make much sense, but she also introduced a bill to raise the gambling age from 18 up to 21. So it's just more typical Democratic government telling us New Yorkers what's best for us. We're old enough to vote at 16, but we're too young to know what to do with our own money at 18. The hypocrisy has to stop, and I'm very loyal and dedicated to my constituents.
So, to paraphrase another person whose initials are JFK, Ich bin ein Rockaway. So, I have been in practice for, dare I say it, 36 years. I am a graduate of Our Lady Perpetual Health Grammar School, Archbishop Malloy High School, St. John's University, and St. John's Law School. I passed the bar exam on the first shot. After that, I worked in the Inspector General's office of the New York City Department of Health. So I heard and learned a few things about epidemiology. After that, I have been in practice for, well, a good deal after that. You guys can do the math. After I worked in the Inspector General's office, I served as a staff counsel to the Municipal Credit Union. And I also, dare I say, volunteered as a special assistant prosecutor with the New York County District Attorney's Office. But in the 36 years of practice, and I have a general practice, I think I'm a well-rounded enough person to have developed the experience to do and deal with all of this. And on the civil side, my practices included housing court, real property matters, election matters, as a few of you know, and just about every type of general practice law that a local practitioner in Queens would deal with.